Hello, second graders. We have made it till the end of the week and we have just one last lesson to cover in math this week. We are going to be completing lesson 9 using doubles to subtract. So to be prepared to complete this lesson, you need to have your workbook, lesson 9, use doubles to subtract page, and then also if you remember in your Online Academy baggie that we sent home when you picked up materials, you had some counters, some red and yellow counters. So if you'll grab those too, we're going to use those just a little bit. So make sure you have your workbook. We're looking at lesson 7. Get out your counters. Mine look a little bit different than yours because I had to make mine with paper and markers, but you should have the thick foam counters that you can use. Okay? Don't forget your pencil. All right, so hopefully everybody's had a chance to gather their materials. And what I would like for you to do is using some of your counters from your bag is I would like for you to build the number 6, just the way I have modeled under the camera. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So in your workspace, model the number 6. And we're going to talk about how we can take the doubles fact of a number to help us in subtraction. So if we take these counters that we've just modeled and break them into 2 different groups now, then we see that 3 plus 3 equals 6, right? That is our doubles fact. And the way we can use that in subtraction is we take our whole number 6, and if we take 3 away, then we're going to know the answer to that subtraction sentence is 3, just as I have modeled. Okay. Let's try another one. Now I want you to use your counters. This time, let's create the number 4. So to do that, look, all we have to do is take 2 of our counters away. Okay, so we have the whole number 4. And then if we separate them into 2 equal groups, that helps us to see that 4 minus 2 equals 2. Good job, guys. All right, now let's try a little bit more challenging one. Now let's make counters to represent the number 12. Okay, so you can watch me if you need to. Notice for every counter I put on this side, I put one over here. Okay, so we're going to fill this number. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Let's see if we can. Okay. Okay, so actually with my camera, I'm not able to zoom out any further. So instead of 12, let's just go ahead and represent the number 10 so that you can still see my counters, okay? Okay, so we've represented the number 10. We want to break it apart into 2 different groups. Okay, when we do that, there's our doubles fact, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more equals 10. So if we want to change that to subtraction, then remember we start with that whole number, how many counters we have in all, which is 10, and we take one of those halves away. So 10 minus 5 equals 5, the doubles fact. Okay, so If you would like, and if you have time, you might want to use your counters to represent some more combinations. And it's good if you can review all the way up to 12. All right. Okay, so after you've done that, you can look at your See and Show book. It says you can use a double stack to help you subtract, just like we've been talking about. Find 16 minus 8. So notice here, instead of using the counters that we sent home with you, they're using the Unifix cubes, but it's still the same things, right? We have 8 cubes here and 8 here. 8 plus 8 equals 16. So that would have to mean if we're subtracting, 16 minus 8 is equal to 8. Double stack represented in a different way. Okay, so let's look right here at number 1 and number 2. So we have 9 plus blank equals 18. It says use the cubes and double stacks to subtract. Okay, so we're looking at our cubes. And we have 9 here. You can actually tally those off as you go. So it's 9 plus, well, if it's a double stacked, it should be 9. Let's check together. You mark this in your book as well. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is 9 in that group as well. So 9 plus 9 is equal to 18. So that would help us to remember if we have 18 total and we take 9 away, then we should have 9 left, shouldn't we? Because it is a double stack. Okay, I'm going to give you just a minute to solve number 2, and then we'll talk about it together. So everybody look at number 2. If you need to, count your cubes to help you and see if you can finish those 2 number sentences. One is addition, right? We're missing an add-in. And then 1 is your subtraction. Think of your double stacks. Okay, so hopefully everybody's had a minute to work on that. Notice when we were building the sentence here, we had 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we want it to be a true double stack, there should be 5 cubes represented here too. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a double stacked. 5 plus 5 equals 10. So we know automatically if we have 10 and take 5 away, then we should have 5 left. Okay, now I want you to go ahead and do 3, 4, 5, and 6. And here in just a moment, I'm going to write in the answer so that you can see how you did. Now remember, we used our counters earlier, didn't we? Okay, so if you need to build these number sentences with your counters, do that. You can build it the way I showed you to do, and then you can take apart. Take just a few minutes. I would pause the video. Okay, so hopefully everybody paused and had a few minutes to do numbers 3 through 6. I'm going to model the answer so that you can see how you did. So 6 plus blank equals 12. We know if it's a double fact, both add-ins are the same. Should have gotten 6. And then 12 minus 6 should equal 6 as well. Okay, if you had trouble with that one, it's okay to change your answer now as we go over it together. All right, number 4. So we had 4 on number 4. 4 plus blank equals 8. Remember, we're thinking double stacked, same add-in, so it has to be 4, doesn't it? 4 plus 4 equals 8, which means if we have 8, take 4 away, then there will be 4 left. All right, hopefully everybody's getting 100 so far. Moving on to number 5. 7 plus missing add-in, right, equals 14. If it's a double stacked, remember you're adding that number to itself. 7 plus 7 equals 14. which also means 14 minus 7 has to equal 7. And last but not least, on number 6, 8 plus miss and add in equals 16. Well, what number do we have? We have the number 8, right? And we know that when we do a doubles fact, you add the number to itself. So it should be an 8, which also helps us to understand with subtraction that 16 minus 8 is equal to 8. I hope everybody made 100 on that. Give yourself a smiley face if you did. And let's talk about now what you're going to be doing independently. So, on your own, on the next page, page 63, you're going to be reviewing subtraction. Now notice all of these are not doubles facts like we just went over, so you need to be careful. If it is a doubles fact, however, though, you need to circle it. So only circle it if it's a doubles fact as you go through 7 through 21. Okay, so remember whether the number sentence is written going across, okay, horizontally, or written vertically, up and down, that does not change what you're looking for, does it? Okay, on some of these, especially through 13 and 21, notice it's like the ones we just did together where you have a missing digit, a missing add-in, okay? Think about how we did those. And after you finish 7 through 21, there are, just like we've been having a lot here lately, some word problems. Don't forget when you do the word problems, Miss Nethery and I both want to see you underline what you know, circle what you need to know, and show your work. Okay, that's why they give you this space so you can show your work. And you'll do that for 22, 23, and 24. Okay, and then if you would, turn that in for a final math grade today, Friday. Thanks, guys. Good luck. If you're having trouble with this, reach out to your teacher, whether I'm your homeroom teacher or it's Miss Nethery. Reach out to us and we'll help you with it. Good luck. Have a great weekend. Bye.